welcome to the podcast. My name is Susan. I'm here with my friends Nate, Robin,
Hello.
Nick,
Howdy.
and Cody.
Hello.
Maya's here too, but again, she is just a dog. So today,
That's
before we
rough.
get started, stop making that joke every
That's
time I
rough,
say
buddy.
dog. Today, before we get started, I do want to mourn the loss of our banana.
I threw it at the blinds, and the blinds cut it open, and sand went everywhere. And I vacuumed up, and me and Nick, we filled it with water, and it was revived. And then when Nick went to the bedroom, and I was cleaning up the sand, Susan went to the fucking banana, took a steak knife, and stabbed the shit out of it.
Yep,
Yeah,
I'm a
Just
murderer.
assassinated the water banana.
we had a perfectly good water banana, and Susan said, "No, I don't think so."
And-
Did she know it was full of water?
Yes.
Oh, why the fuck did you stab it?
Because it was full of water and there was already a hole in it. Nick had tied off like a balloon.
It worked.
Well, yeah.
It worked. Yeah.
So I
I
killed
shook it
it.
around and everything.
Okay,
the old
like-
banana.
They got sad, so I bought new bananas. Came home yesterday, swing open the door. The first thing I say is, "Did the bananas get delivered?" And Robin holds up a snake-like object and goes, "Susan, what the fuck is this?" And I had totally forgot how unmovable the banana was when we first bought it. And we had to spend lots of time last night just beating the shit out of 2 bananas out of the 8 I bought.
Yeah, so now that's-
Hold on, guys.
Yeah.
Banana phone.
Oh no.
So that just makes it even worse now because if we break another one of these bananas, we have to start all over again. And they're like
I
a
feel
rock.
like that's part of the fun.
Like the
though.
old one was
Right.
like you could shake that and all the sand would fall to one side. This is like impossible to move.
So yeah, R.I.P. the banana. We bought 8 new bananas. They are a little rough, but I'm sure after we terrorize them for another couple days, they will be okie dokie.
This one is sticky because Nick washed it, and
He put it in warm water because he thought he could get the little chunks out.
what?
Like I thought it would
You were thinking-
soften up.
Melt them or something?
No, I thought it would just soften up more, so like we'd make it more malleable. And it kind of did, but it also just made it a sticky mess.
I mean, if you would put the sand in, yeah, but it's rubber coating, so how the water?
No, I'm trying to heat the rubber coating up to make the sand
That's how you
hot.
burn rubber.
Moving on.
The long story short, these bananas very appealing.
Mm.
Thank you.
Also-
That was a little bit better than your app. That was above average.
Above average.
Okay. I see what I'm seeing where the humor lies.
Also, exciting news. I put my 2 weeks in yesterday at work.
Actually,
Hell yeah.
You've been bitching so much about that job.
Susan's gonna come and work with me.
It's pizza time.
To quote to quote regular Spider-Man 2, it's pizza time.
Can we get her to do a red morph suit on her first day?
I think we might have to fire her for that.
Oh.
That breaks company policy of rule.
We do have a strict uniform.
Oh.
I think
Well,
coming
you should
in
wear the
with
red morph suit and then put the uniform on.
Over
it?
And then, like,
actually
rip
no.
my shirt.
Really?
Actually no. Yeah. They're
Do you care to elaborate about
they're
that?
super strict about dress code.
Really?
I get yelled at for my undershirt on like my second day. I can't have undershirt because like I wear a polo basically, so you can see the tiniest tiny bit of my undershirt.
Yeah.
And I wore a maroon undershirt on my second day, and the district manager was
Colors
there.
are blue and black, though.
Well, for
Blue,
undershirts,
black, and
apparently you can only have undershirts that are solid black or solid white and nothing else. And I was like, but the domino has red on it though, and they were like, "Fuck you, wear black or white undershirts."
Sick. So yeah, I have an interview tomorrow for pizza time.
Nice.
Oh, yes, thank you for the sly ask there, Nick.
Well, the plan was for people to continue talking, but then when I did something, everyone just stopped and focused in on what I was doing.
Well, yeah, because
You
you're doing
reached
something.
over me to tap to Robin to hand you the $1 million butts.
God.
Well,
$1 million
listen,
bucks.
I was gonna try to
Hold
make
on,
it look
hold
like we
on.
already had that set up,
$1 million
but
butts.
no,
that's-
everyone just started in.
That's her fate.
Those
$1 million
are also
butts.
the-
That's one expensive hooker.
Those are the British ones. Are we gonna understand those, or are we gonna have to Google them?
Oh,
We probably understand.
Why do we have British ones? That's fucking gross.
This is America.
Yeah, fuck you, Gavin Free, and your British bullshit.
For real, like, why do we have British? We are here in.
He doesn't even have that strong.
Hold on. You were saying pizza time earlier, but could it possibly be tea time?
No.
No.
Absolutely not.
Unless
Well-
it's tea.
Mmm.
While Nick sets up $1 million butt,
What about a nice oolong
Peppermint tea
gray?
is not bad.
I prefer peppermint.
That's really good.
I like green
I
tea.
don't like peppermint.
That's
You don't
That's-
like the peppermint?
I don't like the peppermint.
what's your
I don't
what's
like
your
peppermint either.
What's your opinion on this what degree like mint stuff?
I don't like peppermint.
Okay, not that. I'm not talking about the peppermint one. I'm talking about the what's the other flavor called? I don't know. The other
How it
mint
feels
flavor.
to chew five
The-
gum.
Yeah, like the spearmint flavor.
yo,
I do
love that meme.
I do okay with winter wintergreen.
It's kind of It's kind of.
I do okay with gum.
Mm.
However, I do not like mints.
For those at home,
Just in general.
all this talk about gum, something to chew on. I
Yo, we were talking earlier about, because I have a hammer right now, and Maya's this really little dog. We were talking earlier about how it's crazy how I could just like have a mental slip up and have just the tiniest 2-second psychotic episode, and this hammer could just decimate this little pup.
You could plead temporary insanity.
I could. Yeah, I could.
I could press charges.
I could play that off. You can't prove shit, Susan. Uh-oh.
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 Your Honor,
Lawsuit.
my client would like to plead oopsie daisies.
Uh-oh, domestic violence.
Uh-oh, animal abuse.
Yeah, that would be more animal.
Yeah, not
violence.
Not domestic violence because it's not against a human.
I'll
Now
be
you have
honest,
to
I
be
took a
animal
shot in the
abuse.
dark there. I wasn't actually listening.
Shot in the dark, more like shot in the bark. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
I
god.
was thinking more of a swing like shot. But, you know.
Oh, a swing in the bark.
I have flattened out one of these bananas.
I would at least
It is
try to
immaculate.
stop Robin. If he started a second
Okay.
episode.
I like how you say try.
I said at least try, because I'm not sure I could completely stop you. I mean, you would be armed with a hammer, and me with nothing.
Listen,
But if it only lasts for 2 seconds, I think I stand pretty good chances.
hold on,
You
hold
take a
on.
swing to the shoulder.
Yeah,
Hold on.
For at least a second.
Is the bitch worth it?
See,
I got
Robin,
that.
Yeah, this one is.
For those
He
of you
does
who
have to
don't
think
know,
about it.
this dog, I ain't about it. I ain't about this dog. We have a bit of a rapport going, but it's a Shih Tzu Bichon for those who don't know, which is a tiny rat.
It's a glorified
essentially.
rat. It's a glorified rat.
well, I'd say a Chihuahua was more of a glorified rat.
It's like if
Than anything else.
This is a glorified squirrel, then?
they put poodle hair on a Chihuahua essentially, and it just doesn't function. It I don't know. There's sometimes that she does things, and I'm like, wow, God created these perfect wolves, and we just completely destroyed them. Look what we've done.
Speaking of destroying, have you guys seen a picture of like a pug's skull?
Oh God, yeah, it's awful.
Dude, that actually, I never really felt bad for pugs because I always thought that they were like kind of cute and whatever. Like people think they're ugly. I think they're kind of adorable.
Well,
but no, that skull made me feel sad.
Their
Like,
mere
it was-
existence borders on animal abuse.
Yeah, dude, French bulldogs, same thing. Like they can't breathe
What about
properly. Like,
English bulldogs, I think, have it the worst.
dude, they last like 7 years max because they can't breathe, and like that's it. Like that. Look, I get this.
It's weird, but like the big dogs and the little dogs just do not live long. You want a
No,
medium-sized
get a
dog.
medium mutt.
Yeah,
That's all there is.
my sister has one of those.
Pure breed means
Yeah.
inbreed, baby.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, I have a pure breed back home in Vermont, but she luckily is one of the breeds that's extremely healthy.
Oh,
She-
what is it?
She's a German Short-haired Pointer.
Ooh, nice.
Very good bird dog is what she's supposed to be.
My family.
Well,
My family's been owning like Goldens
Hmm.
for a little bit, and the last Golden we had just did not retrieve. Like their name is Golden Retriever. This one was like, I will fetch the ball twice for you, no more, because I am bored. But this one, the one we have now, she will just run and she will get that ball for you, and she will do that as long as she is like physically able. As long as you're willing to throw a ball for her, she is willing to go and get it. And then she comes inside and falls asleep because she's almost 2 now, I think. She's also dinky.
Also, I don't think I've mentioned it yet on the podcast, but I am getting a cat.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was one of my bulletins on my notes. Was
It's
our
gonna
future
be
cat baby?
perfect.
Yeah, so our apartment here doesn't allow cats that aren't declawed, so they have to be declawed. And I have 5 cats back home in Vermont, and I mean, there's a couple that are declawed, but it just wouldn't have worked out, basically. And I just moved here, and I didn't know what my income was going to be like for the first month. Wasn't sure if I'd even be able to afford having an animal. Just finished my first month at the local Domino's here, not sponsored. And yeah, I definitely can afford one. And it turns out there's a bunch that I can rescue that are declawed already, so that I don't have to do that to a poor kitten or something like that.
Pay like what, $300 or whatever.
Yeah, pay $300 and basically ruin them mentally.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a little cat named Garfield that lives up in Illinois that me and Susan are going to go visit on Saturday. We're going to see if he's actually chill, like everyone says he is. And if he is, we'll come back, do some paperwork, drive out there again, and pick him up.
Are you gonna change
Hell
his name?
yeah.
I'm calling him Garfield.
Oh, I am absolutely going to be changing his name. I get it. He's an orange male cat, Garfield. Haha, funny. Haha, good.
Oh boy, happy Mondays.
Haha, oh boy, I can't wait for everyone
Every
to say.
day's a Monday.
I hate, yeah, it's just going to be nonstop. I hate Mondays and lasagna memes anytime I tell anyone.
Lasagna.
Odie, anybody?
It is pretty good. Lasagna is pretty good.
Maya, more
Yes,
like
made
Odie.
I don't think that was ever a point of contention whether or not
Well, no,
lasagna
just-
is tasty or not,
Well, just
but
because
rather you
people
would
are-
have it constantly brought up.
Okay,
Nate,
yeah, but like just because
lasagna
it's gonna
is
be a
tasty.
shitty meme of Garfield doesn't mean that like lasagna isn't good.
No, I don't think
But-
anyone was arguing that.
Do you have an impact on
Yes, I would like to call it creamy. Vermont's one regional thing with like what we call things like you guys call, so in Vermont we call every lollipop a lollipop. Like there isn't such a thing as
Yeah.
a sucker. You guys call like the little pops. Those are
Push
dumb
pops?
Yeah, like the
Dum-
dum dums are suckers for you guys. Like, and the big rainbow twirl ones are lollipops. We just call them all lollipops. But our whole thing is we call soft serve ice cream creamies. Like you can get a large creamy, a small creamy when you go to a creamy stand or an ice cream stand. And we're the only state that does it. Literally, you walk like 10 miles over to New York, and they call it soft serve, and they'll look at you like you've grown a second head. And
as I feel they kind of should.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
yeah,
it's like
it's our regional thing, and they're right there. They should know by now.
that's true. It's kind of more of a like you cross the state and like they should know.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of on both.
Yeah.
It's on them for not being like, oh yeah, Vermont. You know, Vermont people call them. What do I call you? Like,
Vermonter.
Vermonter.
Yeah.
I never asked.
Vermonter.
Because we're
That's a
like
different thing.
you know, Missourians.
Yeah, I learned that you call New Yorkers Flatlanders. Like
Flatlanders?
Yeah, well, certain New Yorkers are Flatlanders. Mostly, it's people from Massachusetts or New Jersey is the worst contender for the Flatlander. But yeah, that's a regional slur, kind of like how
Oh really?
kind of like how someone might call someone a Hoosier.
Okay.
Teacher.
That's someone from Indiana, right? That's Hoosiers are Indianans.
What about Kansas?
Trashy,
What do you?
trashy
I know you're from Kansas, Cody.
Listen,
Flatlander.
Do you have anything that you call yourself? Flatlander.
Yeah, you're the ultimate Flatlander, my guy.
Yeah,
Well,
no.
sort of. The
Christ.
first third of Kansas is quite flat, but then it gets real hilly.
It gets a little bit hilly, but not nearly as much as the bullshit as it is here.
Yeah.
Because driving around here, I'm used to all our intersections are a fucking perfectly perpendicular to each other, as opposed to here it's, oh, let's do a slanty one. Let's do one on a hill. We don't fucking have hills.
Oh boy, Cody. Yeah, you fuckers putting them on hills and shit. You this bullshit.
you
hills.
throw a slight terrain element in there, and Cody is now lost when driving.
The slightest bit of challenge, Cody.
Oh no!
On slight diagonals.
What?
The top ripped.
Yeah,
You seriously already breaking one of these new manners?
They're broken.
bad.
Damn it, man.
Bad, Nick. Bad.
All right, 17 minutes in. We've broken one banana. 17 or not 17. 7 to go.
So we go.
7 to go.
The worst part is
if
it's
we
like
get-
just the top.
It's just a tick.
If we get
We could
100
just, like, duct tape it,
subscribers, we will
Do you have any
bring all
glue?
of them on stream.
Maybe super glue?
I'm sure I have.
I don't know. You guys have Gorilla Glue because you left it out on the counter one
That's
night.
wood
I came home
glue.
from work and I was like, why is there fucking Gorilla Glue?
You know what?
And
I got a plan.
You got a plan?
Yeah.
Okay.
For real though, what was the Gorilla Glue for?
Nick's dresser drawers broke whenever we moved in, and he moved everything in it while angry.
I didn't break my dresser drawers. Someone else broke them.
Nick broke his dresser drawers while we were moving in. And now the entire front of it is coming off. Also, we can fix our fourth chair in the kitchen with Gorilla Glue. Bless you.
Stop that. We're trying to record something.
Well, there's a giant spike in audio.
Too bad. Too bad.
Too bad.
Not one bad, but two bad.
Nate out here sneezing while we're recording a fucking
I
podcast.
just got done cutting a perfectly high
Never.
She's hiding under the table right now.
Yeah.
Well,
Also,
she's also
so
between her mom's legs, so.
creamy
She can-
because Vermont, but also orange creamsicle because it's an orange cat.
So you're just gonna call it like orange creamsicle?
No, I'm
No, you're just gonna call it creamy.
Creamy.
Creamie. Creamy.
Why?
No, that's something else.
See that?
That's something else altogether. That's
See, yeah.
That's
You're
when
gonna-
the
I feel like you're
popsicle's
gonna
on a
have to
different
do-
kind of stick.
You're gonna have to do far more explaining.
I'm fine with explaining. I would rather explain than have people go, haha, lasagna, I hate Mondays.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? That's fair, actually.
What's up? Mondays, am I
Fucking
right?
Mondays, am I right?
Yeah, it's made me hate every day.
Mailman in the chat just put lasagna. Mailman, though he may not be in this episode, is off to the side doing homework because he wanted to hang out. Oh, okay, he just has vodka. Update.
Dream team.
While we're waiting for Nick to come back,
to make me have fun on the way home.
I need to black out.
So,
You know what? I haven't blacked out yet. I have something for later tonight, though.
I need at least one of you to help me home. Actually, no. You know what? I don't. I have people. I don't need you.
shopping.
I need you people to help me. I'm just your PD.
It's alive.
It's alive.
oh,
Oh no!
You made another water banana.
Water.
why have you done this? It's dripping on me. Stop.
Nick's bananas dripping on Susan.
I have never said that in my life.
See, I put it in backwards, so now it can't come out the top. Now.
Hey, but it's dripping.
Yeah, but that's the midterm problem.
Dude,
What'd you do with all the sand?
What?
Where's
Yo, Mitch,
Where's the sand?
It's in the trash.
you didn't have any college midterms?
No, I sure didn't.
Okay.
No,
Oh, that's right.
In
Yeah.
3 semesters, I had no college midterms.
Guess I got
You
smart
were college for
over.
a year?
For 3
Please
semesters.
be careful with
yeah,
that.
for a year and a half.
That is a time bomb.
So,
Yeah, I knew you starting my sophomore year, basically.
So you got to the good old.
no, stop. I will ban you.
I'm not gonna do it again. I did it once.
No
Once
man
is
has
enough.
entered the room. He is sipping vodka out of a black coffee mug.
I breathed out through my nose again.
Is
Uh-oh.
that straight vodka?
Yeah, because somebody drank all the orange juice.
Actually,
Yeah, there's
There's Pepsi.
There's fucking
5
Pepsi.
2 liters of Pepsi here now, man.
Oh, you can do that.
Actually, I did not drink all of the orange juice. The orange juice was drank. I replaced the orange juice and then I drank all the orange juice.
There's also
So you did if you want.
You did.
I didn't drink the original orange juice that mailman brought.
there's still all of the strawberry lemonade that you brought last
Well,
time.
I did one of that, or one of those, and like, it's just too sugary. Like, if it was less artificial, maybe.
So what you're saying is that you need like cocktail peanuts or something?
Did you just say cocktail peanuts?
Yeah, like bar peanuts.
Oh, peanuts.
You're saying
Yeah.
peanuts.
It sounded like penis, as in the male genitalia, as opposed to the female genitalia.
Oh right, I forgot.
All of
that
us
the
heard
class.
penis.
Yeah, I forgot that the class of people I'm around is quite low. Excuse me for knowing what a cocktail peanut is.
No, we know what you're talking about. The way you're saying peanut sounds like penis.
Okay.
It is.
We're
to be
all
fair.
hearing you say cocktail peanuts.
He's saying penis twice because cock. What?
So $1 million what?
Bye.
Anytime you see someone cross their legs, one of the biggest assholes from your high school class gets really famous and successful.
Well, since I'm basically the only asshole in
High school class.
Shout out to being homeschooled.
Yeah. Thanks, Mom. I'm gonna take that one.
I don't know. I refuse to let Mailman have any sort of success in life.
Fucking sick, bro. Nothing.
Mailman from the other room. What?
I didn't hear what you said.
It's okay.
It's okay. Don't worry about
You'll
it.
hear it in the podcast later.
Yeah, listen to the podcast.
Listen to the podcast.
At Dummy Heads Podcast.
Listen to the podcast. Why are people listening to the
For listeners at home, please listen.
podcast?
Just put it on the loop.
I'd like to right here plug this great new podcast that's being, it's not necessarily new really, but it's called Dummy Heads. They go classic.
I would say no to this
Why
$1 million, but because I cross my legs all the time, and we had a lot of assholes in our graduating class, and I don't want to see any of them doing well.
I don't think a lot of them are.
Good.
You guys came from like Nashville, so.
Yeah.
Whitest school in the county.
God.
What about you, Cody? Are you taking that?
I'm not.
I'm not taking that.
I also cross my legs often.
It's a nah for me, dog.
Yeah, I do too.
My legs are literally were crossed as you said the question.
Yeah. As I was reading the question, my
He had
legs
to
were crossed, and I
uncross
was like,
them, so-
uh-oh.
He had to uncross them so Mailman wouldn't get any sort of success.
Mailman is in the kitchen right now, just straight vibing. He's got headphones in. I can tell he can't hear me. Yeah, dancing around, looking at taco seasoning currently.
He's having a great time.
Mailman's drunk.
He's having a good time.
All right.
Yo, you're vibing into
So, next one. No. No.
Mixed with vodka, mailman. Shut up.
We're trying to record the podcast.
Don't talk to me if you don't want me to goddamn talk. That's why I put in my headphones and you laugh at me for saying what?
He's got a point.
Don't ask what. Just keep them in and ignore us.
Bitches be shout. What the fuck?
I hope the audio.
I will enhance the audio just for
Bass boost, mailman, please.
So, $1 million but. Anytime you hear a foreign accent, you have to smuggle a heroin-filled condom through airport security.
Yeah, that's an instant no.
My roommate's from Bolivia. Fuck no.
No.
But yeah, walking across campus and hearing like people just speak different languages and hearing different accents. That's
God.
at least that's gonna be at least
Hold on.
10 inside of one day.
So, talking on that subject, having a foreign exchange student for a roommate, while, I can't blame him for this, but I fucking hate waking up each morning and hearing him talking in another language. Because you're just in that fucking groggy, like, oh, fuck, what time is it?
What
And then-
country
and then
am
you
I
hear-
in?
And then you hear fucking Bolivia. It's Spanish, but
Bolivian.
Say,
it's Spanish.
I thought you were gonna like try to do an. I was like, no,
Don't do that.
No. I had to. I will say though, it's better than a Mongolian roommate because I had one of those freshman year, and waking up to Mongolian sounds like he's saying some kind of fucking curse.
He's summoning a demon.
He's trying to curse me
Summoning
and
a
my
demon in the
family for generations. Every morning.
All right, next one. $1 million but. Each time you hear someone baby talk to a dog, you have to pass a state bar exam and work pro bono to defend a public
masturbator.
public masturbator. It was split up and I couldn't decipher the word.
Master and Bader.
It was mass and then turbator.
California.
Yes.
Masturbator?
Yeah, that's a
No.
no. Yeah, absolutely no.
No. Not only will I not pass that test, I will not do that because I baby talk to my dog all the time.
I literally did that like
So,
30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
What does pro bono mean?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
fuck no.
You couldn't pay me to be a lawyer.
Oh, you could pay me to be a lawyer.
Oh, boy.
I just would have to be getting paid all through school.
So, I have two more topics I wanted to talk about. They're kind of coexisting, but also not. I want to talk about zoo pals.
Oink! Oink! Zoo pals! Oh, those little fucking plates!
Yeah!
I remember these ones.
I had some.
I had them. My
Yeah,
grandma enjoyed me singing the theme song so much she bought me some. So every time I had one, I would sing it.
Aww.
It's a win-win situation.
Yes. Also, I looked it up. They are not on Amazon at all. You cannot buy them.
I'm pretty scared.
You can't buy them unless they're on eBay for like $50-something for a 12-pack.
Oh my god.
Well, yeah, they're discontinued.
They're collector's items now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Collecting
And as
early
much as
2000s
I would
memorabilia.
love to have a pack of Zoo Pals, I'm not paying $50-something for a pack of Zoo Pals.
Yeah.
You just have like a china cabinet in your house.
And
with
it's
nothing but
just Zoo Pals.
Like the complete collection.
I mean, you might as well just pay some like sculptor to like make you
on the side.
zoo pals.
Nick, I haven't done it. Nick just full on went poggers.
Robin has officially made the new banana do what the old banana could do.
It looks like a little sperm that he's spanking.
Just like tonight.
Once we're all gone.
You ever just nut on the counter and then smack it as hard as you can to see how far it'll splat?
No, can't say I do.
Wow!
I usually do it on one forehead.
On whose forehead?
Brian's.
Brian. Oh yeah. What? He do have a pretty big target area there.
He'd much rather be bird watching.
Yeah.
It's not bird watching. I just open up my windows and there's birds there, and I sit there for hours at a time and I see them. It's not bird watching.
And I've named all of them. Quit judging me.
It's not bird watching.
Leave me and my son alone.
Never talk to me or my son ever again.
Yo,
But yeah, no, Brian's great.
you know Angel from the X-Men?
Brian's great.
Brian's great.
He's fine.
Yeah. Angel from the X-Men is actually Brian's
Salt of the earth.
son.
Salt of the earth.
Brian fucked the bird, and then Angel from the X-Men came into being.
Yep. Pure sex.
I don't think I'm following the joke.
Brian fucked a bird and made an angel from X-Men.
Is it because his nose is big? Are you joking about his nose size?
No, because
like
how
a
much
bee?
he loves
a half
bird.
man, half bird.
Angel has
You're not-
wings. Angel's one superpower is he has feathered wings.
Yeah,
Yeah.
until he becomes Archangel.
Well, yeah.
But
But,
Well, but his emo phase aside,
yeah,
naturally he has feathered wings like a bird, which is
so
why
if
I'm
Brian
saying
were to fuck a bird, he'd make angel from X-Men.
yes.
Okay.
And I'm saying this because Brian,
Probably
looks at birds for 3 hours at a time. You don't look at
Does Brian actually go bird watching?
No, he just
he
sits.
refuses to acknowledge that he does.
He just sits
Oh,
and looks out the
okay.
window and watches the birds. That's
Okay.
not bird watching.
Got it.
Brian.
It's watching a bird, but it's not bird watching.
Got it. I'll be sure to ask him about this.
For Christmas, I'm sorry, for Hanukkah, I'm gonna.
Brian is very Jewish. For those who don't know.
I'm gonna get him binoculars for his bird watching.
When you get back to the dorm tonight,
You might as
you
well
should
just
bust
get
in
him
and be
like a
like,
periscope
you never told me
instead.
you were into bird watching. We should go sometime.
Oh my gosh, yes.
You don't watch the birds at all. You just sit there and look at Brian while he looks at birds.
Guys, no, we
I'm gonna go Brian watching.
Guys, instead of binoculars, we need to get him a periscope. You know, old crazy kind of thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's a good
Yeah,
point.
like
No.
look out,
Can,
look
can
out.
Brian really watch anything?
No.
Does he watch anything?
We get
Like a telescope.
He
Hold
watches
on, we get
Archer.
him. No, we get
he
him
watches-
binoculars, but binoculars that detach from each other,
Oh my God.
so you can put one on one eye and another like at another angle on
No,
the
instead
other.
of binoculars, I'm thinking kaleidoscope.
No, I think regular binoculars just to fuck with them.
Yeah.
Oh no! Get him one of those. What was that slide thingy called?
I know what you're talking about.
You
Oh
know
my
what I'm
God.
talking about. It's like the red ones that you.
Yeah, and they had like film you could put in it, and you
Oh, I know what
clicked
you're
it, and you
talking
could
about.
like look at different scenes of like Lilo and Stitch.
Yes.
Do-
Didn't we
I-
all? I think we had the same one then.
Yes.
Where it was just like all
I
Disney
didn't have the
films.
Lilo and Stitch one.
I
No,
had
shout out. We all
dinosaurs.
pretty much had like the same childhood, like for real though.
I don't-
Except Nick,
I'll say
except Nick went to Disney.
I had dinosaurs instead of Disney, so I'm the.
I think I've been to Disney twice.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we had the same. We had the same upbringing,
Television.
right?
Most of the childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can
suburban.
relate to that. Totally. No. No, I had Halo.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
I had whatever Nintendo system was out at the time.
I didn't even have the most up-to-date Nintendo.
No,
what about the
my-
GameCube?
it-
I
it
had
was
the
GameCube,
Nintendo
and then it was
64 and
the
I
Wii,
liked
and
it.
then it was the Wii U,
I
and now
still
it's the
have
Switch.
it.
I bought one so that I could relive my
Yo,
childhood.
shout out to the Wii.
I have one of those too.
Yo, quick shout out Christina Applegate.
Who's Christina Applegate? Who the fuck is Christina Applegate?
She's an actress. It's a throwback to. There's an episode of Eric Andre where they have some other famous actress on, and Hannibal Buress just fucking in the middle of her saying something, just walks in front of her in the camera and says, "Yo, let's do a quick shout out to Christina Applegate," and like the whole crowd starts cheering and clapping.
That is a show I would go see live.
Just quick shout
If I
out.
could figure out how to go see Eric Andre live,
Oh,
You can't see anything live nowadays.
Well, yeah, but
that's what you
current
think.
predicament.
Oh,
No, I gotta
I
get
was
you
in
tickets
live.
to the Wendy Williams show.
Wait, hold on. I know where we can see a show live. We
Well,
go to
that is
Derby,
gonna pop.
Kansas, or New Jersey.
Susan, you're gonna-
But we go to Derby, Kansas. We go to Field Station Dinosaurs.
0 days without incident.
We go to Field
many
Station
days without
Dinosaurs,
Canada?
and we can see one of the 3 shows that they have: the T-Rex Feeding Frenzy, Dinosaur Daycare, or Dinosaur Whodunit.
Now hold on. You said at the Dino Park that you were being paid to be a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yes.
Does this mean that you were one of the feeding frenzy the Tyrannosauruses?
I
So
was,
they just put, like-
no, I was. It was the same Tyrannosaurus for all the shows.
Okay.
So
So it was just one guy who would like go out on a stage and like open his mouth.
So
and
how
just,
it
like,
worked
throw
is
chicken nuggets or
for
something
half-
into his mouth.
for half the show, and the chicken nuggets is kind of fucked up, and I'll tell you in a second why. For half the show, I was on stage as the dinosaur handler, and it was a weird thing. They had 3 shows, 3
Did the dinosaur
characters.
eat you?
No, I was never on at the same time as the dinosaur handler, because the dinosaur handler for most shows leaves halfway through, and then me, as the actor playing the dinosaur handler, rack up into the T-Rex, and I'm out on stage in a giant ass puppet that it takes 2 people to put me into, including me.
So 3 people.
No, including me, so it's
You need an
2.
assistant.
Yeah, see.
I need an assistant to rack up into this giant fucking T-Rex. It's not giant, but it's
pretty big.
yeah. If I were to stand it up as tall as it can go, I think it'd be like, I don't know, 8 feet tall, 9 feet. I don't know, but I go up what I call the cloaca, and I come out on stage as the T-Rex, like I'm inside it.
Neat.
Yeah.
Yo,
Sorry, that
Robin.
took way longer. And
Did you mention that there was like a dino daycare part?
There was a dinosaur daycare, and for that one, we did not bring out the T-Rex, but instead we had both a baby Hadrosaurus and dinosaur eggs that would hatch at the end of the show.
Look, dino daycare. I know which one Joe Biden's going to. You know.
Robin,
Yes.
can you please retell the story you told us this morning about your day at work last night?
Oh, so
Night at work last night.
Whatever makes you happy, Nate.
well, there's 2 main stories. One, I put a hole in a wall.
What?
Oh,
Yeah, so I was going to this just god awful apartment complex. It's just the worst. We all hate going to it. There's literally like 1,000 different apartments within this complex, and they're terribly labeled. It's the worst spot you can go crime wise in the entire of any delivery you go to. It's the only place I lock my doors. And yeah, I was delivering someone their pizza. It was a large order, and they had pre-tipped me like $1, which is absolute garbage. So I was already kind of not in a good mood. And it was at this terrible location, and everything is just bad about the architecture. Like, it wasn't designed properly, it wasn't built properly. Everything about it is not good. And I tripped going up the stairs. Didn't spill any pizza, but banged the shit out of both my knees, and actually fucked up my elbow a little bit.
Yeah, I was wondering what happened with that.
And got up and out of anger just turned around and kicked a hole in the wall. I was in the stairwell. And there was no cameras, no nothing. And yeah, so what are they going to do? Blame a tenant? What? It's not me. I'm just a delivery driver wearing a mask walking around randomly. Fuck that place. I hate that place so much.
Oh my gosh.
There's a little hole in the wall, and you know what? They can't do anything to the tenants because there's no proof that it was one of the tenants. It's gonna have to go out of the pockets of the shitty fucking landlords that own that place. They're the ones that deserve to pay for that. Well, me too, but also, but yeah. And then yes, Cody, real quick.
I feel like a very similar situation was the fucking car incident last time I was here.
Yes.
Because I'm pretty sure if that lady whose car I accidentally hit ever finds me, I'm fucking dead.
She was pretty chill about it.
Yeah,
She was chill after a hot second, but on the phone with me, she was pissed.
Well, yeah, you
I know.
crashed into her car.
Yeah, but I left all the insurance information and all that.
Really?
Yeah.
It's understandable that she's pissed,
Oh, yeah.
and I don't blame her for that.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know, made me think of it.
But, so my story is a two-parter. So right after that, it was 11:15. I had another delivery to a pretty chill place, like a good neighborhood that I enjoy most of the time. It was a cash order. It was like $39-something. And people can leave delivery instructions, and this one said to pound on the door like you're the police, which is actually kind of a common one. And so a lot of the times it's like college-age kids that are like, it'll be funny. Or like it's people that know that they might doze off or some shit. Like, just in case. So I walk up, it's 11:15, I've got this pizza, it's a cash order, so no one has paid yet. And I bang as hard as I can on the door and I yell, "Open up, pizza!" And it takes like a minute, and this elderly couple walks out, and the dude's just wearing boxers, and she's in like a nightgown. And they're like, "What the hell?" and I immediately go, "Oh shit, I knocked on the wrong door." And I'm like, 126 so-and-so Ave? And they're like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Wait, is there like, do you have like a kid that might have ordered it?" Because sometimes like a teenager will order it and their parents are still home, they're sleeping. But they were like, "No, we don't." I was like, is it possible? I hope this wasn't like a prank call or something like that. And they're like, no, I think it might be our daughter. Apparently it's happened a couple times that their daughter, who goes to a local college around here, orders it on the app and doesn't change the location to her college. It just goes to her home. So she ordered this fucking gigantic cash order to her parents' house at 11:15, and I woke them up because she said to pound on the door like the police.
Oh my gosh.
So the dude's pissed. He goes inside, and I'm like, "Oh God, I'm so sorry. I'll take this back." Because normally when that happens, I go back. We just cancel the order, so there's no loss of money, nothing like that. It's just a loss of inventory for the goods that we used to make it.
Yeah.
And I don't get screwed on tips. And they're like, no, it's fine. We'll pay. How much was it? And I was like, 39 something. And they're like, ugh. So he goes inside. He goes to get the money, and the woman walks outside because they have a dog inside that's going nuts.
Oh, I'm sure.
So she stands outside with me for a couple minutes while he's getting cash, and we're talking. And I was like, "I'm so sorry. I mean, it's even in the instructions right here." And I was like, "It says to bang on the door like you're the police." I was like, "I'm so sorry. I must have scared the shit out of you and your husband." And like, she was having a laugh about it. It was all fine. But he only had 2 20s on him. That was the only cash they had, because fucking they weren't expecting this to happen.
They didn't want the pizza.
But yeah, they insisted on paying for it. So they paid for it and they took it. And I got a 59-cent tip on that almost $40 order.
Oh my gosh.
And also wasted so much time with the whole ordeal and ruined 2 elderly people's nights.
Well, you know what? Whatever that college, she deserved to be yelled at.
So what's crazy is, so I got back to the store, and it's just one insider because I'm the closer and the only closer that's there, and there's one guy that's still closing inside, and he's doing all the actual pizza making and shit like that. And I'm like, "Hey, Tyler, that was kind of nuts." And he's like, "Yeah, did you take that 126 Barnhart?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "The dude just called angry. He's like, I want to be taken off the possible delivery list." They called their daughter. The daughter didn't answer. The daughter hadn't ordered anything.
What?
So someone actually ordered online, said, "This will be a cash order." They did it just under the limit where I would say, like, I'd call them up and be like, "Hey, just want to make sure this is like a real thing." Because you can do that. Their phone number's on the thing. And if it's more than $50 and it's a cash order, you call them back and be like, "Hey, want to make sure that I'm not going to get screwed out of like $60 right now as the driver. But it was just under that where I wouldn't even have raised a red flag about it. Some asshole called in a prank $40 pizza order to wake these poor people up. He was like,
prank calling pizza
and he was like, so the old guy is
some
like,
food.
take me off the possible list so no one can call it in for me. He was like, don't have me as a possible option to deliver to anymore. Remove me from the list.
Damn.
I was like, oh shit. But yeah, I had a busy night last night. I went on 28 runs, which is kind of high for my location, and averaged $3 in tips per run, which is pretty garbo mode. Literally, so I keep track of every single night as far as number of runs and how much I made in tips. I keep it on an Excel document in my room, and this was the second lowest average night of my entire career.
That's not fun.
I got stiffed 5 times. I got several very small tips, like the 2 that I was just talking about. And I actually got shorted $6 by a dude because we had this girl that was on phones for the first time, and she told him that it was going to be like 12 something, and it turned out it was 24 something.
Ooh.
So I got to the door, and he's got a $50 or $18 in small bills. And I was like, I only have $15 on me, dude, unless you want to tip me $10. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that. I was like, understandable. But he was insistent. He's like, the girl on the phone, like, she said it was going to be like 12 something. That's why I have this. It was going to be like a $6 tip. It was going to be a 50% tip. And I was like, this dude's obviously telling the truth. Like, I could just tell, like, he was frustrated with the situation too. And I was like, it's fine. I'll eat it. Like, I'll go talk to her when I get back. But yeah, so I was -6, and then I had 5 more where I got 0, and I had like 3 that were under $1. It's not a great night.
No.
Oh well.
Yes.
It's pizza time.
Pizza time.
Can't wait to work with Robin.
Yeah.
But not with Robin, because I will be the day shift.
Yeah, Susan's going to become the new opening assistant manager, so she'll be the one that opens up the store. I think you go in at like 9:30 technically.
Probably.
You open at 10, I want to say.
Yo,
And then-
who orders pizza at like 10 in the morning?
No one.
No one. It's, you come in, you can technically have orders, but it's mainly just doing prep for the day.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and you hang out with like the few opening drivers. Our day drivers are so chill. You're going to love Greg.
Fuck yeah.
Greg is 55, is a major stoner,
Hell yeah.
and does nothing but talk about hockey. And Greg's awesome.
I love him already.
He drives a ratty red Hyundai Elantra. Yeah.
As you do.
I feel like if you're a delivery driver, you have to have a car that you just don't give a shit about.
Yeah, I
Like you have to.
yeah. We have several guys that have like 2 cars. They have like a nice car, and they have like a crappy Hyundai.
Yeah.
Like technically top dog at my work is a guy named Ray, and he has like a 2nd-gen Camaro.
Oh my gosh.
Like he has a nice Camaro. And then he also has this 2003 Hyundai Sonata that he drives for Domino's. And he just beats the shit out of this car.
My dad used to work at a Pizza Hut, 30 years ago.
Yeah. Yo, my mom too.
And he said that whenever they were like doing deliveries, like one time he was out and he just gets like rear-ended because but that was back whenever they had like company
The
cars
pizza.
that people would like drive, so they didn't own the cars. And so he's just like, chilling at a red light, and then all of a sudden this person like smashes into his back, and he's like, what the? He looks back and it's one of the other drivers waving at him. he's like, hi. Like, they just did not care. It's like, oh, I hit the light post. It didn't fall over.
Oopsie poopsie.
Yeah, like there's still locations at Domino's that have company cars. My old location back in Vermont had a bright orange Prius Class C.
Oh.
that
that's one way of making sure your car never gets stolen.
Yeah,
just have something aggressively like a terrible color.
one of the
Like Brian's baby blue colored.
Oh yeah, that thing's great. I like it.
It's disgusting.
awful. It's I think it's an 03 or an 04 Chevy Cavalier. It was originally silver, and Brian, he's not the brightest fella.
No.
And he kept losing it because it was silver, and he can't figure out which car is his, apparently.
He's only got the one good eye.
So what he did is he brought it to a shop, and he had them
real quick.
repaint it.
For people at home, Brian has a lazy eye, and that explains Nick's thing.
Well,
Yeah.
Continue.
But so he had it repainted as fucking robin's egg blue. It stands out. It looks awful. It's so bad.
Yo,
I mean, I'll say this though. Whenever I get back to campus and I wonder, oh, is Brian back? It is kind of nice to just be able to look across campus and be like, oh, there it is.
that's why I love
shit-colored car.
When I used to drive the smart car, that was the same thing because this thing was like black, but it had green stripes, like bright green stripes.
See, it's also a smart car. It just
Did
kind
I-
of stands out to begin
Did I
with.
ever tell you the time I was hanging out with Robin and Zach, and we were parking Zach's car? And he's like, a parking space. And then he went to pull, and he's like, it's the fucking smart car again. I swear to fucking God. And I'm like, that's Cody's. And he's like, I'm going to kick Cody's ass. This happens every night.
Yeah, because
Tell you what, I used to get that so much.
Because you pulled all the way into the spot.
Because I get scared that I'm not in all the way, and like, I get nervous
Right,
in a
your car's
car.
like 4 foot long.
I know, but when it comes to cars, I get a little bit nervous driving unless I have music blaring.
What? Weird,
Yeah,
but okay.
like I to drive home. Or like when I was driving you guys here that last time, the only reason, like I was really nervous, not only because of the car wreck, but I'm also just nervous in general in cars, unless I can blare music.
Okay.
Yo, I was
But I didn't want to like blast music
Blair
to
music.
like.
Blair Witch.
That's me. It's me, the witch bitch.
Now you got that stuck in my head, you ass.
Yeah, dude, I was like, man, I haven't listened to Train in a while, and I was driving, I put on fucking Soul Sister, and I was jamming out, I was like, man, it's been so long.
For one moment in time, Robin was the whitest chick. The whitest early 2000s. Or mid, actually, right?
Yeah, mid to late.
Mid to late 2000s.
Yeah.
There's a period, there's like 7 songs that you could play for me that I just remember like hearing on the radio
Oh,
back then.
yeah,
That would just immediately be like, oh, I'm 12 again.
yeah. My mom growing up, she used to have sobs all the time. Like, she was a sob brand bitch. Like, in the same way that people are like, oh, I'm a big fan of Ford, or like, you guys are big fans of Chevy. My mom was really into sobs for some reason, which is like such a random car brand to get stuck on. But I remember there was this
I
one.
think my mom owned one of those. Were our moms the same?
But dude, she had
Hold
like
on, hold on.
Both Eagle Scouts, both moms with a sob obsession.
the same
Are you
birthday.
two the same birthday?
birthday.
Are they the same person?
Twins,
This just
secretly.
We might as well be.
Yeah, except you're exactly 3 years older than me.
Yes.
Chad
Yeah,
gets
there-
around, my guy, I'm telling you.
But yeah, I remember there's this vivid memory where she and this one sub used to always have only one CD, and she just play it constantly. And it was a CD of The Fray. I'm not sure if you remember that band, but it was kind of like Train-esque. I don't know.
Right.
I was hoping for a little bit more of a reaction with that. Oh,
My mom was really, really into Neil Diamond.
Listen,
interesting.
Yeah, that's kind of that's
My
weird. That's
mom-
weird for me too. I don't really like Neil Diamond.
I mean, whoa. Careful there.
Look, okay, he's got 5 really good songs,
Sweet.
and then some of the. Yeah, I just. I just said he's got like 5 songs that everybody knows. Name me 6 Neil Diamond
I
songs.
fucking will.
No, you're not allowed to use Google.
you know,
I won't use Google. How about that?
he'll use Bing.
Oh, you think?
He'll use his
I should
playlist.
his Neil Diamond playlist. Stevie Ray Vaughan on the other hand.
Okay, I have
He
Sweet
is.
Caroline. No, I need to turn off offline mode.
Oh.
Searching Neil Diamond artist. Okay, Forever Blue Jeans, Crackling Rosie, I Am, I Said, September. Man, Sweet Caroline was from 1969. Nice. But,
Wait, hold
but
on.
also, wow, that's a while back.
Bum,
That's the year of my mother's
bum,
birth. Was
Maybe get
1969.
claimed.
bum, 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 bum.
Tootsie's located.
Stop. I think this one has broken as well.
Robin.
Bruh.
is
Oh,
going
great.
crazy.
Are these just lower quality? They gotta
I
be.
think
If they're breaking that easily.
I'm getting sand all over me.
Yeah, it's broken
Wibbling
somewhere.
around.
I can see it.
Oh, I got
There it is. Yep.
Something happened
What?
on campus.
What happened?
The fire alarm.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
me and
I wasn't
Brian.
even fucking putting the sand in that end. Yes, Nate.
So
I'm sorry.
me and Brian are just kind of like, I wouldn't use the term chilling. We're just kind of
Straight vibing.
I'm
Sitting
I'm
in
more
the
vibe
vibe
in the
vibes.
kitchen. I'm more of the one that vibes. Brian's more of the one that panics. Just about everything.
I remember.
Yeah. He asks me about stuff constantly, and I'm like, Brian, I just want to watch this video. Please leave me alone. At some point, I need to just tell him, like, Brian, you've interrupted me like 5 times in the last 10 minutes.
Tell him to shut the fuck up. I did that so many times.
I know. But it's like 9:50,
Tell you what.
9:55ish. Okay.
You tell
And the
Brian.
fire,
Sorry.
and then the fire alarm starts going off, and I'm like, it doesn't sound like it's coming from our dorm. Okay, it sounds like it might be coming from Calvert or like part way across the.
No, Calvert's co-ed. We're not going to get a fire alarm.
Well, maybe.
We will.
Yeah, for sure.
But it's going to be like the girls that are like bros. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gonna get them hoes, boy.
We're going to get hoes who set off the fire alarm.
Yeah.
Because even the boys in co-ed dorms are like more well-behaved than boys in boys dorms.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to fuck up being in a co-ed dorm.
Yeah. But I was like, it's not loud. Like, it wasn't as loud as I thought it would be, so I thought that it might be coming from, like, somewhere
Another
else.
dorm.
Yeah, and so I open up the window, or not the window, but, like, open up the blinds to, like, look down and see, is there alarms? And I'm like, no, nothing. And then I'm like, is it coming from Guffey? And I walk over to the door, and I just open it up, and then all of a sudden the gigantic just alarm rings through our room, and I close the door, and I'm like, it's our dorm. And I thought that it was a test at first, because I'm like, usually whenever there's a test or something, the CAs go and they like knock on doors and stuff to like get everybody out, except they weren't doing that. So I was like, oh, maybe they just left us to our own devices for this one, because I'm like, they want to see if an alarm starts going off, how fast do people get out? And then I get outside, and I've smelled for smoke and everything, because I'm like, I want to know if this is like legit, right?
Do I need to bring my DS Lite with me?
Is
right now?
is the dorm burning down? Yes or no? But I get outside and I'm like, there's no security. There's just CAs. It was legit. The alarm was actually legit. Apparently, a shower might have set off a fire alarm. We don't know what it was. We have not received an email as to what caused it. But it might have been something dumb, because they have not sent anything out or given us any updates. But yeah.
On that note, did you live in Fremer freshman year?
No,
I've only been Guffey boy.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Fremer, my freshman year, we had 16 fire alarms a semester.
Yeah, I was with Zach a lot.
Yeah.
He was in Fremer.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was, what was that, second?
I know I was Fremer 223,
Yeah,
and then
he
that
was third
became a
floor,
meme.
That's what it was. Yeah, because there was a ping pong table on this floor, in the common area, which was so fucking cool. And I was like, why does Duffy not have any of this?
And then you realize it's because everything is destroyed. I was walking on the first floor the other day, and I used the elevator. The button's gone. They had the little like switcher thingy that whenever you push the button, then it does the little click thing. That was the only thing left, and I was like, these assholes. We can't have anything nice.
Can't have shit in Detroit.
So,
Terrible.
since we are running a little short on time, would we like to do our last $3 million bud?
Gosh, man.
I'm telling you, that's an expensive hoe. If the bud itself is $1 million, that's an expensive hoe. But do continue.
$1 million, but every time you see polka dots, you have to go on an inner tube lazy river ride through a major city sewers.
No.
Yeah, you can't have shit in Detroit.
Dude, if you can't have shit in Detroit, if I get to go on a lazy river ride through Detroit, if there ain't no shit, I don't know.
Listen.
All I'm saying is, Detroit might be the right option for
Yo,
us.
honestly, like, fuck Detroit.
Dude, the Red Wings, bruh.
The question is, how
Detroit is a
often?
city? Bruh.
What this question boils down to is, how often do you see polka dots?
And also, do ladybugs count as being polka dotted?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, then no, because
Do you like ladybugs?
I mean, they're okay, but also there's that show Miraculous Ladybug that my little
Oh.
sister really likes.
Polka dots!
I was about to say, is Nate really about to pull out a miraculous ladybug? And you sure did.
Yeah, but I also prefaced that with my little sister likes that show, so she would be like, here. And I'm like,
You definitely weren't looking at specific.
no.
sign me up
Sewer.
for
definitely
New York, I guess.
There definitely were some specific threads on 4chan that you were looking at.
I don't know.
Yo,
I don't go on that.
I'm gonna say no because if I have
I don't know what you're talking about, but
because if I have to go on the sewers and then there's the sewer gators, man versus gator, gator wins.
You know, you see that you take your clothes off though, so that way you don't get covered in like the piss and shit, and then you have nice clean clothes to dry, like to.
Hold on.
I apologize.
That does not help the gator situation.
You don't know what you could find
There
out
are-
in the
there are
sewers. You
not
could be like
sewer
foraging
gators.
for
That's a
rings
myth.
and coins.
Foraging for rings and coins. Are you talking about Sonic and Mario?
No, I was making
the
a Sunny
sewers?
reference, but it's okay.
It's Sonic.
It's always sunny in Philadelphia. The only acceptable thing to ever come out of Philadelphia.
Well, hold on. There's also Monkey Boys.
No.
Who the fuck is Monkey Boy?
It's a puppet making company that I've been looking at.
Raised.
That I have.
California.
Never mind, I'm
It's a
sorry.
puppet making company that made the Audrey 2 puppets for like the
Oh, what does this
latest
word?
either Broadway or off-Broadway iterations of
Thank you. I
Little
kept
Shop of
looking at
Horrors,
it.
but then also made the T-Rex puppets that we use at Field Station Dinosaurs.
All right, next one. $1 million, but every time you hear the word receipt, you have to find the nearest toilet and without flushing, drink from the bowl. No, I work at a grocery store still.
I work at.
Would you like your receipt?
No.
Cool, drink. That's just me, like, dipping into
Hold on,
toilet
hold on,
water.
Can I mix it?
No.
Alcohol.
No,
No.
hold on. I was gonna say, if I just have like a toilet-shaped water bottle, is that acceptable?
No. Toilet.
No, you have to piss in it every once in a while or it's not. And when you're feeling really adventurous, you gotta do a dookie.
You ever just mixed it right on ammonia?
Next one. $1 million, but if you leave a door open for longer than 5 seconds, you have to have sex with a full-scale silicone doll designed to look like your mother. No.
That's some Freudian shit.
That is some Freudian shit.
I ain't about it. I'm sorry, Fiona.
I'm sorry, Fiona.
I'm sorry, Jennifer.
No.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, that's pretty
So-
unanimous.
It's gonna be a big nah from me.
gonna be a big no.
That's a no for me, dog.
Yeah,
That's like
exactly.
make it $1 billion then maybe, but like $1 million, come on.
I'm almost tempted to say yes because I can get in and out of doors really fast.
Well, You could also
You
just
know-
stay at home and you could install automatic door closers.
Yeah. You know,
I'm still gonna go with no.
But
I don't want to
Yeah.
think about it too hard. No.
yeah, I'm gonna say no. You twitching? Stop that.
yeah.
Oh,
I mean, that one was just, playing a little bit of devil's advocate. I'm not. Never mind.
Yeah.
No.
Nate, what you trying to say about your mommy? There's no good way to answer this.
No,
I had set you up.
backed me into a wall.
I had
completely.
set you up for a question that you cannot answer.
Yeah,
properly.
basically.
Huh? Okay.
I think we've hit the point where we've answered the $1 million butts. God, expensive hookers. Nick here is crossfaded as shit, and it might be time to end it there, boys.
You just
Yeah.
scared ahead with pug eyes.
But not Punk Skull, as we
No.
No.
So, I
Pug skulls aren't the most pug skeletons aren't the most upsetting skeletons. Ever look at a pufferfish skeleton? Those things are upsetting.
let me do the outro.
Sorry.
Thank you for watching, everybody.
You're not
listening. We're an audio podcast.
Thank you for listening, everybody.
There we go.
Please send it to your friends, and I'm pretty sure.
Expletive.
Wow. We had one episode that got like 700 views, but I'm pretty sure that was my little brother aggressively clicking on it. I will find out for next time. But
To do it again, we will eat these fake bananas on camera.
Who is we? Who's on next?
who is we? Next week we have Mailman and Lim. Yeah.
So they will have to eat the bananas on camera. These are fake bananas. So if we can get to 700 likes,
It's
we can
okay.
send some people
We'll
to the
just
hospital.
we'll just buy really ripe bananas and we'll just eat those.
Yo, speaking of banana, you ever rape a minion? What you gonna say?
Wait, on the
Banana.
podcast.
Everybody say bye bye.
Bye, bye.
Bye.